Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ariane and today you're actually watching the last video from my series Back to Basics, or Art Basics as I've been calling it for the last few videos. And in this video, I really wanted to try and gather everything I learned throughout this almost 2 months that I was doing the art basics and just put it all in one single image. I really want to see how much I've improved, and one thing that is very important to me, especially in my art process, is creating a story, and that's why I want to focus on a story today. Now, like I said, we're going to be using a lot of the elements that we've already learned, like perspective, thumbnails, color palettes, composition, and rendering as well. I'm going to be making an image that hopefully will gather all of that knowledge that I've learned throughout this month and a half, almost 2 months, and make a drawing that tells us a story. One of the reasons why I thought it was very important to think about a story when making my drawing was that if there's no story to your drawings and you're posting them on social media, it's very hard for people to connect with your art, because if it's just a pretty image, that's nice and it's like eye candy, but if it's a story, people linger on that drawing. I know, at least for myself, if I find a drawing that resembles a story that shows me something that's interesting, or like shows me a story that's like right in front of my eyes with just that one image, I will be looking at it more and I'll probably be liking it way more than if I just see like a static object that's drawn really well, or a static person that's drawn really well. Which is, I mean, there's nothing bad with that, but I definitely prefer drawings that share a story, and I do want to focus on doing that in the future for my art, trying to make every single one of my images, illustrations, or drawings tell a story. Anyway, I wanted to make a gloomy drawing for today's video. I've been feeling a bit gloomy, like I want to make gloomy images in my art in general, so I thought this would be a good moment to take advantage of the fact that I was doing a drawing with a story and make a gloomy story. Now, I had a lot of ideas in mind when I started making this drawing, but I couldn't like land on anything, and I actually recorded like 40 minutes of me just trying to come up with an idea the first day that I started drawing this illustration. And I thought about a girl sitting outside of her window, I thought about a girl just leaning on a wall, and nothing really seemed right, so I just thought, okay, I need to use the knowledge that I've gathered, like I've said now 3 times. Because even though I've done this and I've been doing these videos, I kid you not, I forgot about some things, and that really screwed up with the first drawing that I was trying to make that just didn't make sense. So what happened is I did not use any references, and I was not really thinking about a story, or I didn't even make thumbnails. So it was bad. It was really bad. So what I did is, after the first day had passed by and it was a total mess, I came back to square one and I gathered several references for, the position, the colors, and the mood of my drawing. And then I made some thumbnails, and I knew that my general idea was for my OC Melria to be sitting somewhere with rain falling on her. I wasn't sure if I was going to have her be protected from the rain or not, but I knew that I wanted her to be maybe having an umbrella with her. Of course, that's what eventually happened, but I wasn't sure at the beginning, and it really did help me to make thumbnails to decide what I was going to do. Then I also, like I said, I used a color palette, and away I went. I made a grid first and foremost, and this is 1 point perspective, this drawing that you're seeing here, and I felt really proud of myself for using a perspective grid, because I would have not used it before and the drawing would have not made much sense before. It would have probably been not correct, at least perspective wise. So I was really happy to do that. I was happy that I was following all of the things that I learned, and at the end I feel like the image that I created was somewhat similar to what I had in my mind, which is something that's very hard for me to do. And I'm sure if you're an artist too, you have this issue as well from time to time. But using all of these tools that I gathered, I really was able to get as close as I've ever been to my vision for this drawing specifically, and that was really nice, especially from where I started not knowing what to do to now that it's basically all complete. I was like very impressed with the final result. I did not expect for it to look so good. I feel like it looks like a screen cap from a cartoon or a animated movie. I don't know, maybe you guys can tell me in the comments if you think it looks like that. But I was really happy with the final result, and I'm so happy that we've come to the end of this Art Basics series. I hope that if you did not learn anything, at least you had fun watching the videos and that you were entertained by my struggles, because believe me, there were a lot of struggles in this. And don't forget that art is a learning experience that never ends. I don't feel like I've conquered art at all. If anything, I just feel I have to learn more. But this is a really good step towards feeling like a better artist in general. And yeah, I'm just really happy with the final result. Here's the drawing, and if you want to check it out, you can go check it out on my Instagram. I will also be uploading all of the things, all of the resources, all of the information I've shared with you on my Patreon. If you have the possibility of supporting it, that would be amazing. If not, that's all good. You can just like this video, and I'm sure that would be just as amazing for me. Anyway, that's it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one. Well, this is my outro. Outro. This is my outro, and I'm supposed to tell you to subscribe to my channel, and you can choose to ignore this. Oh, and also you can like and comment and stalk me and support me on Patreon. Yeah, that's all that it says here.